soon closed and to be soon maybe gone forever and turned into flats and stuff, or maybe they'll flatten it and put something else there, I don't know. You know, people going in to see new family and everything. It's just a nice place to be. So as we look up onto Burton Road down Leicester Street, just noticed this car got a ticket. More problems, but here's some more illegal parking for you by an ethnic minority and a Just Eats deliverer. So yeah. So another ambulance here in Melton trying to get through traffic. Wolf, mate. Hi mate, you alright? Morning.
Street switch authority.
So good morning YouTube, out back in town. I'm just taking a walk down to the Melton Birthing Centre. As yesterday, as you can see from my last video, it's been confirmed that they're going to actually try and close it. Now I've done a couple of videos on this now, and what I'm trying to do is drum up some support for a local protest that will be going on the 30th of August, I believe. I will confirm that closer to the date. Now what I'm actually trying to achieve is get people actually interested in this and get people supporting it and get more people sort of round town doing smaller protests. Maybe I'm going to talk to Town Estate to see if we can have a free market stall to get some people, you know, on the market stall to answer any questions. I've also contacted the Melton Birthing Centre as well to see if there's any mothers that would like to comment on their thoughts to do with the Melton Birthing Centre, because I know that there are a lot of people that have got close connections and close ties to this place. Now I know I say don't base decisions on feelings. Well, when it comes to that birthing centre, it's got a hell of a lot of history, and basically all that Leicestershire County Council are trying to do, or Leicester NHS are trying to do, is get it shut down so they can fund their own birthing centre in Leicester, which I think, and warning, swearing, is downright fucking selfish. Now we've got a big demographic change, as I mentioned last night, coming to Melton. We've got an influx of people coming to Melton with all these new housing developments happening, and we're going to need this birthing centre. There's going to be enough pregnant people in Melton to actually run this birthing centre, plus it needs more staff. More people need to be involved with it and everything else. I don't know what's going over here at Tuxford and Tebbett's car park, but we're not really here to record that, so I think they're just not sure what they're doing. There's a big hay part over there. That's interesting. I said I weren't going to record it, but it'd be interesting to know what's happening. What that gadget is. It's all a bit weird. Anyway, we'll make our way to the birthing centre and we'll go and see what we can find out. I'm not going to walk in or anything else. Well, I will. I'll walk in and ask if anybody's okay being recorded and ask some questions as to what's happening. So what I'll do is I'll start the video, because it's beginning to piss it down. I'll start the video when I get there. So I'll see you in a minute. Now, as I was saying before about the influx of people we're going to have moving into Melton, this is one of the smaller housing developments that are happening in Melton. There's up to between 4,000 and 5,000 new people moving to Melton, into these new homes. There's no jobs, there's no infrastructure. The crime rates will go up because obviously you've got more people. And I think closing down the birthing centre is an absolutely massive mistake. An absolutely massive mistake. Now, I'm not going to make this an audit, because I actually support what Helen Cliff is trying to do with this protest and everything else. I might not agree with some of her opinions on things, but I do agree with this, and for that I 100% commend her for what it is she's actually doing. Now, here's the old building. I believe they want to shut it to build more housing and things like that. Now, I'm taking a walk up this way because I believe you can get to it from the back. I'm not 100% sure, but It'd be interesting to know how many of these flats up here, or 3-bedroomed occupied flats, are going to be actual Serco, wouldn't it? But anyway, that's not what we're here for. Let's take a walk up here and see if we can get to it through this way. I thought I'd show you this housing estate because this was all blocked off last time. They're all new houses. A couple of them have been moved into by Afghans, I believe. No, it's fenced off. You can't get to it through the back, so I'll have to go back round and go round the other way. So what I'll do is I'll walk round the other way and pop up to the birthing centre and see if there's anything that I can find out. See you in a minute. So this is the entrance to the birthing centre. You can get to it via the car park up near Melton Hospital as well. Now, it's an old building. One of my daughters were born here. I was born here, my siblings were born here. And to see it closing was a massive shock to some people. They said it was initially for 6 months. And basically we knew right from the very start that it wouldn't be 6 months. Edward Arger was involved, who was recently quit because of ill health, or a health scare, which has happened with 2 MPs now in Melton. It seems like no one wants to support Melton for some reason. Now, you can make up reasons in your own head, you can make up reasons yourselves, you know, but the facts are the facts. So this is the front of the Melton Birthing Centre. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in and just let them know that I'll be recording outside and there's nothing to be alarmed about. Because as I said, it's not an audit. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm not here to cause any alarm, harassment or distress. I'm just here to do a quick story on it and then see if I can get anybody an interview and how they feel about it. I will see you in a moment. So I've just popped in and spoke to the receptionist and just told her I'm outside just doing a quick video on Melton Birthing Centre and everything else. There's nothing to be alarmed about. I'm literally just out here recording the building. This is Melton Birthing Centre. It was supposed to have been closing down for 6 months, and they've just had recent news that it will be a permanent closure because they want to pile the money into the Leicestershire NHS hospital that's over there to support that one. Now, I was born here, and so were a lot of other Meltonians, do you know what I mean? And they're saying that there's not enough births at this birthing centre. Well, if you look around what's happening at with Melton Mowbray, basically there's going to be a massive influx of people. And we talk about infrastructure. We talk about people coming to Melton because they want to be here because it's a nice area. And some of these families will obviously be having children. New families, some older families, you know, different, cultures and everything else. This birthing centre is going to be needed now more than ever. And closing it is not a good idea. Now, I've just noticed up there on the top, the building, I would say it could do with a little maintenance, if anything. So they obviously are short of money as well. So pulling any sort of trick like Leicestershire NHS Trust have pulled to try and pile money in for themselves, I think personally is absolutely disgusting. Now, this has got local support from a councillor of Labour named Helen Cliff. She's going to be arranging a protest, a walk-through town protest on the 30th of August, and people need to support this protest. People need to come down and support your local birthing centre because it is very, very important to a lot of people. There's people that have worked here for years, midwives, very experienced midwives, and for people that want to have their families locally, shutting it down is going to be a bit of an issue for them, isn't it? Now, I'm going to try and get an interview with a couple of mothers that have had children here that support a local page. I will include the page link in this video. It's just such a shame that it will be shutting down, all in the name of Leicester. Do you know what I mean? All for Leicester, not for Melton. Melton is a town. We do not want to be part of bloody Leicester. And I find it absolutely disgusting that Leicester NHS Trust, university or whatever it is, whoever it is, want to actually shut this down. It's so wrong. I mean, it's an old building. Generations of kids have been born here. Generations of families have been born here. Generations of families have worked here. And we know the NHS is in a state because of the government and everything else. And what you have to remember is closing things down isn't the way to solve a problem. Just sweeping it under the carpet is not going to solve any issues, is it? You need to be able to save this birthing centre, we all do. And I'm very passionate about it. You can probably tell by the way I'm talking about it, actually. Just another building. They'll probably level it and build houses on it, or change it into more flats or something along those lines. And I'm sorry, I'm not going down on this without a fight. I'm going to be pulling this up. I will be in town next Tuesday with a billboard over me saying save our birthing centre. I'll have a megaphone on a Tuesday at 10 o'clock in the market square. If anybody wants to join me, please do. Please feel free to join me and come up, talk to me on camera, put your view across, say what you think about it. Say what you think about it, do you know what I mean? It really, really is very, very important, this place, to a lot of people. Now, I haven't asked if anybody wanted to talk to me inside on camera or anything, but what I'll do is, I don't want to make people uncomfortable or anything like that. That's why I'm not filming anybody. But I want people to have their view on it. And I want people to actually say what they think about this place closing. Again, I was born here. My family were born here. Generations of families from Melton have been born here. And like I said before, it really is important. And just such a shame. The people here have had nothing but 5-star reviews throughout its time here. Since the birth of the internet and everything else, the way they look after the mothers, the way they look after the fathers that come in to see the mothers after a childbirth. It's a very emotional occasion, as you can imagine if you've got children yourself. That is your family. And where better to have your family in Melton than Melton Birthing Centre. Melton Birthing Centre. So what I'm going to do is, I've said my piece, I'm going to pop back in. I'm going to go and do a little bit of recording somewhere else. Again, I don't want to get anybody on camera that doesn't want to be on camera. But it's going to be such a shame if this place shuts, and we need to make people aware of exactly what it is that's happening. It was built in 1870, I was in. Now, I don't know if it's always been the birthing centre. I will pop in and ask a couple of questions off camera. But judging by what they've done with that building, maybe they're trying to do the same thing. I mean, that brick doesn't look in keeping with the old building, if I'm honest. They've extended it. So what I'll do is I'll stop the video, I'll go and ask a couple of questions, find out a bit more information, and I'll come right back to you. See you in a minute. So I've just had a chat to one of the ladies that worked there. She was actually working on the reception, lovely girl. And she's obviously upset about the place, finding out that it's closing and everything else. And I've just offered anybody that wants to put their point of view on camera is quite welcome to. I'm not going to force anybody that doesn't want to talk. I'm not just going to approach people and give them a load of difficult questions, because they might agree with it shutting for all I care. I don't know. You don't know these things, do we? Unless asked. But yeah, it's just such a shame that this place is shutting down. I mean, years and years of history, like the Vigrant cells, like, you know, King Edward Upper School and all that lot, just disappearing, all down because of money. And that's all it's about, is money. They honestly do not give a flying fuck about this place, and I think it's disgusting. I think it's personally disgusting, and I'm going to keep hacking away at this. I'm going to keep going. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop recording in a couple of minutes. That's Melton Birthing Centre, to be soon closed, and to be soon maybe gone forever and turned into flats and stuff, or maybe they'll flatten it and put something else there. I don't know. You know, people going in to see new family and everything. It's just a nice place to be. It's just a lovely place to be if you've recently had a child here in Melton and you want to come and see your child at a local hospital, a local maternity unit. It's there, isn't it? See you in a minute. So we're still walking through Betmore Court. No, this isn't Betmore Court, is it? This is Bentley Street. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm going to try and keep this video positive, but as I was saying, I didn't expect to see an Afghan man and his 2 wives and a child walking into the birthing centre. That was totally unplanned. So, yeah, just so people know, you know, I'm trying to remain non-biased and everything else. To say the birthing centre is not going to be needed when we've got more of these people moving to Melton, and people have got to learn to accept it because being forced upon us, which it is, let's be honest, they're going to need that birthing centre more than ever. It will be busy. So to shut it down, in my opinion, is fucking moronic. Stupid. See you in a minute. So I've just come down here and we're outside the old college. Who the developer is for it was an absolute nightmare, but it's called Fortress 8 and everything else. So yeah, Fortress 8 are developing this place. It's being kept an eye on because the windows keep getting broken, and I've been asking questions as to why. Whoever it is that's going to be moving in here is going to have lovely new carpets, lovely new kitchens and everything else. So I'm going to take a walk down to Greg's now and go and grab myself a nice hot cup of coffee because I'm absolutely drenched. As you can see, it's a wet one, and I don't know whether my phone's waterproof or not. I suppose most of them are to an extent. So I'm going to get to Greg's, have a cup of coffee, and then probably go for another walk around town. See you in a minute. So everybody, I just thought I'd take a quick video of this. As you can see, it's absolutely pissing it down in the centre of town and everywhere else in Melton, I presume. But they're going to start filling up the plant pots with soil. There's your grow, well, I don't know what you call them bags. There you go. So whether this is to do with town estate or not, I'm not 100%. But yeah, they're filling them full of soil and everything in this weather. There you go. So I've just been in Greg's guy, and there's a fire engine pulling up in town. And we all know how much I love a bloody fire engine. I can't get enough of them. So I thought I'd bring you out and show you this one. So there you go, there's a fire engine. I don't know where it's going or where it's been. I missed it. Oh no, they're getting out. Bit of excitement. Oh, they're checking the posts in town. Is putting the post down. Now that's one of the security barriers for the centre of town with everything that's happening in and around Leicestershire. Car ramming of peace barriers and things like that. It's needed. So they look like they've been somewhere uptown or something, but here, yeah, they're actually beginning to plant the pots, which is going to look absolutely fantastic when all the plants are in and everything. And I don't think people realise just how much is actually involved. So the seating area will look nice and everything when it's done. Well, at least I hope it does. See you in a minute. So as we look up onto Burton Road down Leicester Street, just noticed this car got a ticket. People parking without permits or without a certain type of badge should be displayed, but I don't know what's going on down at St Mary's Church or down there. Road closure here from 11 till 8, right, okay. But we just noticed an ambulance fly down the road here. I don't know whether there's been more problems, but here's some more illegal parking for you by an ethnic minority and a Just Eats deliverer. So yeah, as you can see, quite a busy street. Now they're on about changing this into one road. Hey, I didn't go, no, but I'm just doing your plant pots now. All right, buddy. That was Chris from Town Estate. I better record his plant pots, otherwise he'll miss out. So yeah, the planters are actually being put in now. This is actually what's involved. You have to put drainage and watering areas within there, and they were trying to wait for them to turn a little bit more rustic and stuff, so they looked okay. So yeah, as you can see, Yesterday they were emptying all the rubbish that was in there out. They put some sort of waterproof lining in. Whoa, that was close. He's just cut him up. Not good. But yeah, they've got the big bags of soil, what looks like topsoil or compost or something. I don't know what quality it is. But yeah, once done will look nice. But as you can see, this was the worry that people had about the plant pots, is the rust actually running out onto the pavements and stuff. Well, it gets washed away, and if you look, it doesn't leave that much of a mark, seriously. But yeah, there you go, Chris of Town Estate, the manager. There's your plant pots and planters and seating area recorded, mate. All right. And I did do another video, just so you know, about the Scarfest. Apparently it did really, really well. It was absolutely rammed. So yeah, there you go. But I'm just going to go back down to this car. There's a guy just walked over to Just Eats. And we'll get the reg number for it, because he shouldn't be fucking parking on a double yellow line. It's plain and simple. So we can get a fine for that, can't he? There you go. Shouldn't be fucking parking there, plain and simple. And there's already one car that's got a bloody ticket because it's not showing a disabled badge. Now, some people simply forget to put the disabled badges on the car and end up getting a ticket anyway, but I think this one actually has got a disabled badge. You know what? It has. So why has he got a ticket if he's got a disabled badge? That's disgusting. There you go. That's a bit wrong, isn't it? So I just thought I'd point that out as quickly as I could. Now what I'm going to do is stop recording and start again in a few minutes. Back to the shitty shop that won't be mentioned. Could look better, let's be honest. So it'll be interesting to know what this place is going to be, if anybody knows. It's been completely gutted, as you can see. Hang on a minute. So yeah, it's been completely gutted. And I don't know what shop it's going to be. I can hear sirens. Where's it going? Police car. The police car. That's 3 now that I've had. See you in a minute. So that's the 4th police car I've heard. I don't know where it's going or what's happened. I'm not going to follow them because they're obviously in a car and I'm walking. But it seems like they're quite a way away and everything else. So there you go. See you in a minute. So here outside the King's Head, another place that's being turned into flats for Melton Mowbray. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk around the corner to Harwood House, which has been sold to a Muslim gentleman that stopped me in town the other day, who owns the mosque next door and is opening a surgery of some description. Some type of surgery, some type of... There's another bloody police car. Yeah, we'll see if we can take a walk up here and catch it. The trouble is, trying to find... I know that it's a police car or ambulance by the siren, but trying to find out where it's actually coming from is nigh on impossible, because it can sound like it's coming from one direction and it's coming from another. So just another day in Melton. Seems all quiet. So I can't hear or see anything at the moment. I did hear another police siren. Which direction it's going in, there might be 2 separate incidents. Now there was an incident somewhere up Dolby Road area yesterday which required an air ambulance. It's been reported on Facebook, but there was a lot of misinformation, so I didn't bother reporting it because I didn't know what was true and what wasn't. But yeah, this is a Wednesday in town. Whilst I was in Skeggy, I only seen 2 ambulances, and that was over 5 days. Melton beats Skegness yet again, hands down. Anyway, back to the King's Head. Yeah, being changed into flats. I don't know whether the 1, 2, 3 bedroom flats. It's quite a large building. It used to be a hotel. Again, a lot of heritage. And sold off. Gutted and sold off. Now there's another place that's going to be turning into flats as well, and that will be the old shopping centre, the mall. Now I can't see any planning permission, but I know that there's a meeting tomorrow down at Melton Borough Council. We will be doing a live on it. See you in a moment, or momentarily. See you in a minute. So if you're looking for a safe space to come in Melton Mowbray, somewhere, you know, where you can go and get a bit of privacy and everything else, Pepper's Safe Place is a really good place to come. There's a lot of people that come here. They do sort of all sorts in there. When the place is shut, I'll show you the things on the door, but it's open at the moment, so I'm not going to record inside for people's privacy. But yeah, it's a safe space. So if anybody wants to ever come down to Pepper's Safe Space, go and look it up on Facebook and pop in, say hello to everyone. So this place was open yesterday. It's obviously not open today, but it's having a closing down sale, which it has been for 6 months. Yeah, a 6 months down closing sale. Is it a bit of a DFS? I don't know. But it is up for let, I know that much. You can see here. Where is it? There it is. This used to be called Blockbuster Videos. I think I've mentioned it in other videos and stuff like that. Have I got a circus coming to Melton? 10th of August, if you want to go down to the circus. 2025, I've got a spider on me. There you go. So I've only just noticed outside here at the original factory shop that it's had a window broken. Was it broken into? Or was it just a broken window? I don't know. If anybody knows, leave a comment. So as we enter back down near the Bell Centre, the Christian preachers have turned up and stuff, which is all good. There's my mate Barry.
That ginger one gets noisy, he never really stops.
Are you alright?
Yes, boy, how are you?
Nice to see you. How you keeping?
So.
Good, as long as you're alright.
It's a knackered, but...
Yeah, you'll get there. You'll be doing backwards somersaults when you get home, Barry. Look after yourself, mate. Hi, mate, you alright? Morning. We've got a guitar, have we? Like, I wish I could play the bloody guitar. I can't. How is everyone?
All right.
Good.
Can you do me a favour?
Of course can.
You know when you're talking to our guys,
Yes.
can you not bring any other stuff in? Because
Okay.
your friend Sharon Butcher got the wrong end of the stick. And
Yes, she did. I've already corrected that with her.
Yeah,
I'm talking
good.
to her now. That's all been sorted out.
Good, good.
I was meant to meet her today, actually, to do with the plant pots in town and stuff. And I think she's gone down to near the doctor's area, around that area, to do something around there. But I went down to the birthing centre because they're closing the birthing centre down in town.
Are they?
Yeah, and we've got all
talking
these houses being built, and they think that it ain't going to be used. It's like, that's madness.
Crazy. It is.
Absolute madness. The reason they're shutting it is because they're saying there's not enough births there. The real reason is because they want to put all the funding into the one in Leicester.
Yeah.
That's the real reason.
Yeah.
But yes, I will take that on board and I
Yeah.
will listen to what you've
Yeah.
said. Yeah, no problem at all. How you been anyway?
Yeah, no, okay. I've had a visit to hospital myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me just pause this because I don't want to get... Sorry guys, to pause the video a bit there because I didn't want any personal information on from one of the Christian preachers basically saying he's not been well. So we'll leave that there, don't need to say any more. But yeah, we've got a fair few people around. Got this guy here, there, asking people for money and stuff. I don't know if I hope he gets any help that he needs. He seems harmless, he doesn't cause anybody any problems or anything like that, you know. But yeah, there is your Christian preachers. I know one of my friends like this because he's a Christian himself. We did see one in Skegness, sat there singing away and doing his thing. I don't know whether they get much hassle or not, but we'll stop around and we'll record a bit. If anything happens, I'll start the video again. See you in a minute. So as the preachers start handing out leaflets, they've got their board. Just here. Oh. Excuse my camera work, it is not as good as I thought it was. But yeah, I mean, we're just hanging around seeing if anybody wants to sort of stop and talk to them, or if they come up and have a problem with it. Usually we don't get many problems in Melton at all like that. But what I do know is in places like Leicester and everything that's been happening just recently, there has been a lot of pushback against this sort of thing. You get a lot of people, you know, not wanting it. But if you don't like it, there's certain shops you can buy earplugs in, or buy yourself a pair of earpods and listen to the type of music that you would like to listen to. But as I said before, I mean, I'm a Christian myself, my name's actually Christian, and it's interesting just to see the way people react and everything else, you know, to people's beliefs. Everybody should have a belief, everybody should have a faith, and these guys do an amazing job. See you in a minute. So I've started recording just as they began singing. I think they'll do a preach as well, at least I hope they will. Now, there were rumours that this place was going to turn into a dental surgery of some description. How true that was, I don't know. It's a lot of Chinese whispers around Melton Mowbray. Hence, I didn't run the story yesterday to do with the air ambulance. Now, the air ambulance I seen flying through the park, if you remember the video. If you haven't took a look, go over and take a look at that video from yesterday. There was a couple of things mentioned in there that may have been of interest to you. Again, I've recorded today the plants being put up in town and everything, and the seating area, which looks good. I haven't bumped into Councillor Butcher, but we will bump into each other at some point and have a good chat. And I just hope everything stays the way it is, because I'm quite enjoying doing these types of videos. See you in a minute. So as we end this video on a Wednesday in Melton Mowbray, we've seen a few things. We've been up to the birthing centre and spoke about that. We've seen the plant pots in the centre of town. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell so you get my next video. Please subscribe, because I know that 40 to 50% of you that actually watch my videos don't subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. So yeah, please subscribe to the channel. It really is important. So I will hopefully see you in the next video. Please hang around to see if there's any bonus footage. I don't know whether there will be or not, because I don't know what's going to happen between now and the next 10 to 15 minutes. So, see you in the next video. Another alarm going, another police car or ambulance or fire engine. It's a car, that's a bike. Motorbikes. Now it'll be interesting to see which way they're turning, won't it? So we'll take a walk down to the bottom, down towards Boys, and see if we can get them on camera. Now obviously they have to stop for traffic lights and things like that as well. So this will be near, here we go. Which way are they going? Three police motorcycles. Why are they sounding their horns when they don't need to? See you in a minute. Oh, another ambulance here in Melton, trying to get through traffic. We'll record it. Again, a lot worse than Skegness, yet smaller. Lovely. So another outro, yeah, because there was a bit of extra footage. This has been Melton Mowbray on Wednesday. On a Wednesday, should I say. And we end with a nice sunflower to show our appreciation for the summer in Melton Mowbray. And as you can see, there's a lot more action in Melton than what there is in Skegness, Chapel St Leonard's and Inglemells. And that is just in one day for a whole week of Skegness. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Go and hit the notification bell so you get my next video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.
Street switch has already